everyone. My name is Chris and this is my boyfriend Narcophilia. Today we will talk about how the Russian drug business works. We are from Russia and over the many years of oral sex, we have studied how the Russian drug business works. So today we will share with you our research. The video will be divided into several parts. 1. How Russians buy drugs. 2. Professions in the Russian drug business. 3. Most popular types of drugs among Russians. 4. I have big balls. 1. I think you have heard about such sites as Silk Road, Alphabet, and so on. So we also have such sites and they are the most ambitious. First, let's touch on the dead marketplaces. One of the most popular at the beginning of the birth of Russian marketplaces was RAMP, Russian Anonymous Marketplace. At that time it was a monopolist of the market. But after the creator had an overdose of heroin, things went badly for the site and it closed. Hydra was born. Oh yeah, you may have heard about it since this marketplace was one of the largest in the darknet and it was closed in February last year by the Germans because of the war. At the moment, there are several of the most popular mega monopolist marketplaces: Black Sprut, Solaris and Kraken, formerly Hydra. We touched on the topic of drug sites and we'll move on to the question: how do Russian guys get drugs? After you have paid for the order, the coordinates and photos come to you on the website. Yes, it is not common for us to send the drug by mail. No, of course there are such stores that send parcels, but they suck and mostly they are bookmarks. This is the most convenient way of taking drugs. There are several types of treasures: magnet, crack up, stash. In case of non-arrival, you can open a dispute in which the buyer must prove that there are no drugs on the spot, and if he proves it, the store will refund him the money, and if not, then you suck. But who in Russia makes drugs, hides and transports them? Is it really God? And we smoothly move into the second part of our video. In Russia, drugs are most often not imported across the border, but are manufactured inside the country. There are exceptions such as cocaine, heroin and so on. Let's assemble a chain. 1. Drugs are made by a chemist. 2. Next, the staff most often falls into the hands of the mine warehouse. It packs a wholesale batch for retail sale and gives it to clubman. 3. The clubman is already hiding drugs for the buyer. 4. The operator, he has no staff on his hands. He works online, most often solves disputes. There are also not very common professions such as a carrier transports bulk shipments to other cities. A graffiti artist makes advertisements for drug stores on the walls of the city with the help of spray cans with paint. And sports athletes who beat up clubman if he is guilty, for example, stole a party, and sometimes just stand and masturbate looking into your soul. The most dangerous job is a clubman. For the last 5 years under Article 228 sale, manufacture and so on of drugs. She left for the 75,000 clubman zone. Clubmen most often become citizens under the age of 18 who are promised huge wealth. Yes, his salary, the clubman, is not just small. The average payment per gram is 1,000 rubles, 20 for Russia. Such a salary is considered more than average, but the risks are very high, because if you are caught with synthetics, you are fucked. Now we will talk about the most popular drugs among Russians. Designer trash is in great demand, such as methadone, alpha-chlorine. Yes, the days when opiates were popular in Russia are long gone. Everyone switched to powders. After designer drugs, marijuana and hashish are naturally popular, followed by amphetamine and ecstasy. Cocaine in Russia is not in great demand since the price per gram can reach up to 14 rubles, $200. But methadone alpha will cost about 2 rubles, $40 per gram for it. I fucked enough for Lawrence and it was fucking awesome.